And we live. Are we live? Are we live? Let me know if y'all can hear me, cousins. It's been a little minute since I done did a live video. Um, I hope y'all can hear me. But what's up, cousins? How y'all day going? Hey, cousin, what's up? I've been gone for a couple of days now. I've been gone for a couple of days. Hey, cousins, thank you. You like the new hair? Hey, boo. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. What's up, Demi? What's up, cousin? What y'all been up to? Y'all been peeping the headlines lately? I had a little long weekend, so I was out of the loop for a little bit of stuff. But we got a few things to talk about today. We got a few things to talk about today. Hey, cousin. What's up? I hope y'all had a good week. Today is Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I wish it was Friday, but whatever. Cousin, get that money, cousin. Get that money. So we got a few things to talk about. And if there's something else y'all want to talk about, just leave it in the comments. Um, I guess we could kick it off with um Jasmine Chivas, which is um not little baby, Jada Chivas's sister, who is little baby's baby mama. Um she went viral because I don't even cover this girl, but it was just so stupid. I had to come on here and talk to y'all about it and get y'all opinion um about the entire situation. But basically, this young lady's gone viral because I guess she was doing like a FaceTime or something, or Instagram live, and her son was in the background crying, and she tells the baby, stop crying or something like that. Only little girls do that. And I'm like, the baby is supposed to be 5 months. So how would the baby know the difference between what a boy and a girl is supposed to do? And two, since when can't little boys cry? Like, did y'all see that? Like, that kind of low key pissed me off. That video pissed me off. But if you didn't see it, I'm going to share it with y'all because, the audacity. Let me see. How can I share this?
Blaze, I told you you're not a girl. Stop screaming.
She says to the baby, the 5-month-old, Blaze, I told you you're not a girl. Stop screaming. The child is 5 months.
Yes, Blaze. This is what he does all day. He just yells.
What 5-month-old doesn't just sit there and yell? Like, that's what babies are supposed to do. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to communicate. What do you mean? That's what he sit here and does all day. The baby either is crying, screaming, just making noises because it's hearing its voice for the first time, or the baby is hungry, or the baby is asleep. That's what they do.
Between him like being so tuned into TV and screaming, I just be like, he sound like a big boy. No, I don't like when he do that screaming shit. Like he's not a girl.
Like, what do you mean? He's not a girl. Crying is not exclusive to a boy or a girl. Crying is exclusive to a baby. Like, what are we talking about?
Blaze, I told you you're not a girl. Stop screaming.
The baby don't have no idea what the hell she's talking about. That baby don't got no idea what she's talking about. That baby is just in the moment, watching TV, playing with his toys, and being a freaking child. Like, what are we talking about? Hey, cousin, what's up? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Babies cry. Exactly. Like, what is she talking about? Let children be children. Cousin, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then they wonder why these little boys grow up to be grown men with emotional issues, detachment issues, because they're told as a 5-month old, you're not supposed to scream, you're not supposed to express your emotions because that's a girl trait. Like, what are we doing? So infuriating, cousin. So infuriating. Like, somebody need to step in. Somebody, anybody, because ain't no way she really told this baby.
Blaze, I told you you're not a girl. Stop screaming.
I told you you're not a girl. Stop screaming. Like, that child is doomed. That child, if that's the mama, that child does not stand a chance. That baby is doomed. Like, she is so ignorant. She is so ignorant. And then the father, I think his name 505,000 Breezy or something like that. He don't even claim the child. He got kids. He got triplets with Queen Key. He also don't claim them 3 kids. So the baby just ain't got no chance. A deadbeat daddy and a mama with rocks for brains. So stupid. Like, why can't they cry? Why can't they express their feelings and that they're upset in the moment? Or why can't they just make noises just because they're existing? Like, the baby isn't hurting anybody. Like, I know when she walks around, in her brain, it sounds like coins rattling in a can because she's just so stupid. And low key, if y'all know Jada, which is her sister, who's little baby's baby mama, if y'all know Jada, I feel like this was low key a dig at Jada because Jada and Jasmine, they kind of got like this sibling rivalry. And if you know Jada, she puts her son Loyal on social media. And there's this recent thing where people be calling Loyal little baby's son feminine because he's very soft spoken. Um, and sometimes he talk with a little bit of sass. But so freaking what? And I low key think her saying that was a dig at her sister because they don't get along that well. And she knew her sister was just in the headlines defending her son about him being feminine and him being gay. And for her to do that is crazy. Like, that's sick. Like, you're weird to try to weaponize your son's sexuality and try to limit his emotions at such an early age. Like, he's 5 months. He's 5 months. Like, be for real, girl. Be serious. Just very weird. But that's enough for her because she's not even worth reporting on. I hate when they tell little boys, right? Exactly. Even animals cry. Baby just sitting there playing with toys, making noise, discovering its voice for the first time, want to know what it sounds like. Like, come on, girl. Come on, come on. But anyway, off of her, um, YG and Saweetie was in the headlines the other day. Apparently the police was called to their house. I don't know if they share a house together or not, or they just might just be, house hopping or whatever. But according to TMZ, they got into a heated fight and the cops were called and the cops had to intervene. I think this happened on Saturday, August 10th, around the afternoon. And word is that the police had to immediately separate the two when they arrived at the house due to a dispute over a cell phone. Now, I don't know whose phone it was, But luckily, or at least that's what the police are claiming, the two agreed there was no physical altercation, that they just had a very loud argument about a phone. And before the cops left, they did file a non-criminal report just to document the incident. But yeah, they didn't say whose phone was the culprit in all of this, but I don't know. Cousin, I have no idea. Again, they said there was no like physical altercation, but they was just very elevated in their voices about somebody's phone. And I don't want to assume whose phone it is, but this incident happened after YG was
Jizzle.
was spotted with somebody. Now I don't know who this girl
Hey,
is
Compton Inglewood. Yeah.
that he with, and I don't know if it's Saweetie. I don't know if that's Saweetie, but I don't think that's her because she don't got a tattoo on her back. But this video with him and this girl, I don't know who this girl is. I don't know. She could be with him, but this is YG right here, and she walking next to him. I don't think this is Saweetie. I don't know her to have all these tattoos on her, but
Jizzle.
and you can't really see her face.
Hey, Compton Inglewood. Yeah.
But YG was out and about doing his thing. Yeah, that is the good thing in all of this. There was no physical altercation. They were just very, very loud to the point where somebody had to call the cops and they had to pull up to the house. Hey, cousin, what's up? Right, exactly. So I'm like, I don't want to say it's not her, but I don't want to say it is her. That don't look like Saweetie. Um, and again, they don't know whose phone was being looked into or anything like that, but we shall see. We shall see what happens next, if anything happens next. That's interesting. The end of this from that stream. Which stream? Which you sent it to me on Instagram or Twitter? Um, I guess. And speaking of more police and altercations, okay, I'm gonna check it right now. Speaking of the police, Skai or Sky. I never know how to say this young lady's name, but she got arrested this morning, or was it yesterday? Um, but she got arrested. She's a former Disney actress. She was arrested for domestic battery. She's 22 or 21 years old. And apparently she got into a fight with her boyfriend and they threw her little ass in the slammer, put her right in jail. Thank you. Appreciate you, cousin. Oh, okay. You know what? I actually got some stuff to talk about with that later. But thank you, cousin. Um, but Skai Jackson. But yeah, they threw her little ass in the slammer. Apparently, her and her boyfriend, they were at some place called Universal City Walk in Los Angeles, and security saw them going at it and called the cops on them real quick. Didn't even hesitate. Just called them. And then they're like, "Oh, it's domestic," but apparently all she did was just push him. I don't know. I don't, to be honest, I don't even know this young man's name. I think he's just some random guy that she started dating. But they were both detained until the police came. And when the police came, they both denied anything happened and they revealed that they were engaged and she's pregnant. Odd way for your pregnancy to get announced. or your engagement to get announced, but now it's out there that she's engaged, she's pregnant. Um, the police, I guess, they viewed the footage, which came out, which I'm sure will probably come out soon. TMZ will somehow find a way to get that footage. But in the footage, they saw that she pushed him several times. So they locked her little ass up, and she was charged with a misdemeanor domestic battery. She got cited, and then she was released a few hours later. Now, baby girl, you known for being on Disney. I don't know anything else that she's done outside of Disney. I know I've seen her a couple times on Kai Cenat's stream. I think he had like a crush on her or something like that and wanted to date her, but she never dated him. But I did see her like a year ago or something. She was on his stream and they were trying to like get to know each other, or it was just probably for views or whatever. But I don't know her to being anything else. But so it's kind of sad that this is what you're in the headlines for again. Mind you, she was already in the headlines before um for something similar, another relationship issue. So this is the boyfriend that she's engaged to and pregnant by allegedly, and she was charged with pushing him. Mind you, she's tiny. She's so, not that that's an excuse or anything, but he's so tall and then she's so tiny. So she had to be out there wilding on him for them to be like, yeah, you're a threat. We got to arrest you. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to just wait to see if TMZ somehow finds the footage or anything. But like I was saying, it's like she's last known for being in Disney. I don't know of any other project she's had, but the last time she was in the news as well, it was for her relationship with Beyonce nephew, um Solange's son. And she clearly got a type because Jules look they don't look exactly the same, but they kind of favor her new boyfriend and Solange's son. But that last time she was in a headline, she was 18. I think Jules was like 15 or 16. And he allegedly exposed her, them being intimate, basically. So, like revenge porn. So it's like, baby girl, you keep being in the headlines for the wrong things. First with Jules, when you were 18, he was 15, 16, and now with this young man who she's allegedly engaged to and pregnant by. So, baby girl, you got to get it together. You got to get it together. This is not why you should be in the headlines though, because you're very beautiful, you're very talented. You need to focus. Right. It's very unfortunate because she has so much more going on for herself. Like this should not be why we're remembering you. I don't get it. That's so embarrassing. I will not argue with nobody in public. I will walk away from you quickly and leave you there. These days, that's what it seemed like. Right. Very beautiful and talented. So talented. Right. Exactly. She's 22, 21. Baby girl, you too young to be pregnant and getting engaged, especially getting arrested. Um, I feel like I feel like we on a roll today with the relationship issues. Because apparently Kiki Palmer done took her ex back. Kiki Palmer done took her ex back. Or maybe I don't want to assume. Maybe they're just co-parenting. But this is the baby father who she just had a child with, who she was just in the headlines with, who was gaslighting her, telling her she needs to dress better because she's a mom. She needs to have more respect for herself, who allegedly they were in a domestic dispute with. I don't know. I don't know. But I remember they went viral because Keke was at Usher's concert. Um, but yeah, this is them together today. They went to, or yesterday, they went to the zoo um with their son. They got like face painting and all of that stuff. And people are assuming that they're back together. I'm not one to be in any woman's womb or anything like that, but Kiki's belly looked very round. That belly looked very, very round. I don't know, cousin. They was at the zoo together, like a real nice family. So people are saying they think she might be pregnant. That is very true. And he has that. I looked on, if we're referring to Sky, I looked on her Snapchat, and he does have that aesthetic. He does have that aesthetic. But yeah, Kiki and her ex might be co-parenting, might be back together. A lot of people think they're back together. She recently dropped the restraining order she had against him. Um, I think like a month or maybe at the top of the year. She had a restraining order against him because of some domestic issues. Let me see if I can find. All right, when they got into it, they posted these images of him and Kiki in the house tussling, which is very unfortunate. They posted those images, but now she dropped the restraining order, and they're either co-parenting or they're back together. And people believe that Kiki is pregnant based on her stomach. So maybe they're back together, just plain happy feeling for the kid. Yeah. And I'm one for a couple to make things work, try to figure it out, especially if they have like a kid or whatever. But based on those images, I ain't gonna get no 2 cents. All I can do is say, Kiki, girl, I wish you well. I wish you well. I wish you well. Um, but yeah, off of the dysfunctional couples, I guess. Let's get into Party Next Door. They said Party is at the party playing with his nose. My man was caught on video at his concert last night while performing. Fans recorded him walking to the side of a stage where he either put something in his mouth, put something near his nose, and I don't know what he was doing. If y'all could tell me what he was doing, if you know what he was doing. I ain't never seen nothing like that. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like, I don't know what he's doing over there with that microphone. Like, he grabs his nose first. He touches his nose first. What the hell is that? Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Like, I've been to a few concerts. I've seen Beyonce live, I've seen Kendrick live, I've been to festivals, I've been to Summer Jam, and I've never seen an artist walk up to a random microphone and put its mouth or its nose on it. Like I've never seen that before. Now, I will be fair. Some people were saying that it's something called a talk back microphone where like if production fell or something, like you could communicate to people in the background, like a music director or a mix engineer. But to me, it don't look like he's talking to nobody. It doesn't look like he's talking to anybody. Like I don't know. That's cousin. That's what it looked like he did at first. Like so, he walks up to the mic. He touches his nose. He goes like this, and then he goes like this, and then he walks up, and then he walks away. Child, cousin, I don't know what he doing over there, just sitting on the mic. Maybe has one of them rubber rings for a special cousin. I don't know. Right? I don't know. Mad sus, because he goes like this first. He goes like this, and then he goes like this, and he's like this. Oh snap! I'm not even showing y'all. Child party is at the party. Party is at the party, playing with the microphone, playing with his nose. He's just doing some shit he should not be doing at this point. Okay. Kendrick said he was at the party playing with his nose now. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Like I okay, you in the background, you getting your bump on, but doing it in front of everybody is kind of crazy. Party, that's crazy. At this point, I'm coming to this bit of body is here. Juice, juice, you hit it on the nose. I'm low key working on a video about Kendrick being a time traveler. I'm trying to have it up by Friday, but juice, you hit it on the nose. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But yeah, that was Party Next Door and his bumping around. But speaking of Kendrick, TDE appears to be getting ready to make some noise. The Mafia of the West is back. They celebrating their 20 years in the game, and TDE might be dropping this Friday, the 16th. The Top Dog Entertainment Twitter account made an announcement today, earlier today. Now, it could just be for merchandise because they posted a bunch of photos. I think this is J Rock fine ass, but they posted some merchandise, some really nice photos. But I have a feeling that some new music might be coming with it too, because like I said, it is their 20th anniversary. So it kind of makes sense. And just last week, Absol tweeted TDE and then for everyone to stay tuned. So I'm looking forward to that. It's been a long time. I'm getting the hang of this, cousin. You feel me? Yeah, it looks like a merch promo, but hopefully it's something more. Especially I think like a month ago, Doechii dropped and she had Absol, J Rock, and I think it was Isaiah Rashad in her music video. And the TDE's social medias, they've been very active as of late. So kind of makes sense that something else aside from like merch would be coming for their 20th year anniversary. And my only thing is, like, is Kendrick gonna be a part of it? A part of the project? Right, exactly. Mad suspicious. All of them have been being real suspicious lately. And I low key hate it, but I low key like it. And yeah, so it's like 20-year anniversary. Is Kendrick gonna be a part of it? I mean, his last album was 2022, which was his last obligation to TDE. And now he's under his own label, which is PG Lang. But I feel like, of course, he will be a part of the 20-year anniversary. I mean, he helped build TDE. Him, J Rock especially, who was like their first guinea pig, um, to put the label out there. So I mean, it's only right. He doesn't have to be signed to the label to be a part of it, and obviously they're still all on good terms. So I definitely believe Kendrick will be a part of it. Facts. Why not? I mean, they showed up for him recently, so why not? Why not return the favor? Right, exactly. That would be very, very odd. That would be very odd. But I could see it coming. But yeah, so TDE might be into some things. SZA as well. She should be a part of it because she's still TDE. For some odd reason, a lot of people don't realize that SZA is a part of TDE. I don't know why. That's just they just don't realize that. But yeah, we shall see. I'll definitely keep y'all posted. And if y'all see anything, of course, y'all could hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. And since we are on Kendrick, apparently Kendrick and the West Coast are again on another time clock because apparently the time is ticking on Kendrick and the West Coast because apparently Kendrick doesn't do enough when it comes to the West Coast and artists from the West Coast. People are demanding him to do more than what he's already done.
Academics, but I do agree with him on the
During the what is it, Ace Boy Pun podcast. I don't know the actual name, but I know that the guy Ace, it's his either podcast or live stream where there was a conversation about Kendrick doing features with artists that were on the stage at the pop out. So let's watch this video real quick. Right. Yeah. That could be, and then plus, yeah, that could be it. Although I think someone at TDE is upset with Kendrick. It should ton of Kendrick's movies been showing up. Yeah, they've been doing that for a while. Yeah. Whoever it is, they need to fucking stop. What are we so entitled. If you guys with them, great. If not, yeah, right. So this guy, I don't know who this guy is. I'm gonna try to pause and stop it because I don't want to get copyrighted.
point of I would like to see some of those artists from the pop out get features from Kendrick. How do you guys feel about that?
I think everybody would like to get features from Kendrick. I think
Who wouldn't want a feature from Kendrick? I mean, people from the West Coast, people from the East Coast, people from the South. Who don't want a feature with Kendrick?
any artist from the West Coast would love to have a feature for Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the same time, it's like
they still gotta put the work in.
And then too, like being if you're gonna do something, you're gonna ride with somebody, it shouldn't be to receive something.
Facts. You should not be doing something just to get something out of it. Like if you want to be a part of something, you should be doing it because you want to do that and you want to show up for that person at the end of the day.
You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be, but it would be nice to get it, especially if we're in a deficit.
It's always a person like this that got so much opinion on something and don't be knowing shit and just don't be knowing shit, but got all the conversation in the world, all the thoughts and all the opinions in the world.
So what I'm saying is, if an Atlanta artist had a #1 record on the pop charts, best believe he's going on a feature run.
First of all, a feature run. Kendrick Lamar does not need to go on a feature run. Someone who goes on a feature run is someone who's brand new into the game and who needs to establish himself and who's out there looking for money. Kendrick doesn't have to go on a feature run. That's Kendrick Lamar.
Yes or no?
100%.
But when an LA rapper, I'm just pointing out culture, psychology, and mindset. The mindset is what holds back LA rappers. This is mental.
What?
It's been embedded in us to be lackadaisical, nonchalant, take 5-6 years to put out music. That don't happen down south.
What LA artist is lackadaisical?
So what I'm saying is, if Kendrick goes #1, not if Kendrick went #1, where's the feature run?
Kendrick Lamar does not need to go on a feature run. This guy clearly does not know who Kendrick Lamar is or what Kendrick Lamar has done. Kendrick Lamar does not need to go on a feature run.
You get what I'm saying? When Lil Baby goes #1 or has that big hit, he goes on a feature run with the Baby.
Did he just compare Kendrick to Little Baby and the Baby? That automatically voids his conversation. That automatically voids your conversation. You're comparing Kendrick Lamar to Little Baby and the Baby and saying Kendrick Lamar needs to go on a feature run. Kendrick Lamar is not hurting for anything. That's where Buddy has it confused. That's where you have it confused. Little Baby and the Baby. Be so serious, sir.
Had that big hit, he goes on a feature run. Kendrick gets his big hit. Where the features at?
Has Kendrick Lamar put out any more music? Since Not Like Us, he's been letting Not Like Us ring off for the entire summer. Not Like Us has been sitting in the top 3 for the last 14, 15 weeks. We have not gotten any new music from Kendrick Lamar. So what is he talking about?
You could be blessing a lot of different LA artists, West Coast artists, and elevating the game
Okay.
and bringing back.
That's your problem. You're talking about stuff that you do not even know. Because Kendrick Lamar has already done those things. Kendrick Lamar already blessed LA artists. Kendrick Lamar did not have to have those people on the pop-out stage. Those 50 plus features of LA artists that Kendrick Lamar has done on record, he did not have to do those things.
Back to West Coast in that
So
sense.
who on this list do you think deserves to get that feature from Kendrick then? On the list that you got?
I hope
no one deserves anything from Kendrick Lamar.
to see Kendrick on Roddy's upcoming. Roddy, excuse me.
You said deserves. Like he's God.
I got
nigga.
love.
Thank you to this young man in the back. What do you mean deserve? They don't deserve anything. He did enough. He did enough by putting those people who would never, probably never be inside of that building, an opportunity to touch that stage. Aside from the likes of like what YG, Roddy Ricch, Tyler the Creator, Ty Dollar Sign, Mustard, and all of those, Jason Martin, those artists like that, the rest of them probably would never touch that kind of stage ever again in their life. He gave them an amazing platform, and many of them took advantage of that opportunity because they were able to get gigs after the pop out. Kendrick gave them that alley-oop. So what do you mean because he didn't put them on a song, it's null and void? Like he's not doing enough? Kendrick Lamar has 50 plus features with LA artists to this day. But you would know that, Big Worm, if you actually listen to Kendrick Lamar's music, because it's clear you don't. It's clearly that you don't. It's clear that you don't. His last album, Mr. Morale, which came out in 2022, had an LA artist on it, which was Blast. who was at the pop out. Had Tana Leon, I hope I'm saying his name right. He was on the album. Thundercat was on the album. Soundwave, he's been using since day one, who's also from LA. So, buddy, what are you talking about? What exactly are you talking about? Would it be nice for him to work with more artists? Absolutely. But he's already worked with 50 plus of them. He doesn't have to do any more than what he's already done. And what he's done was gave them a platform, increased their social media presence because all of their engagements went up. A lot of them got opportunities, club appearances to perform, interviews on platforms they probably would never be on ever unless it was for the pop out. So, sir, what are you talking about? They don't deserve anything. They deserve what they got, and they were appreciative. You see none of them complaining about it because they appreciated being a part of that moment. They appreciated being a part of history. He didn't have to do that. He did not have to do that. Buddy need to shut up. I have no idea. People are always so entitled. Right. You can't force him to do anything that he doesn't want to do. If you don't know Kendrick Lamar right now, Kendrick Lamar moves how he wants to move. No one forces him to do anything. No one forces him to do anything. It's ridiculous, cousin. It's so ridiculous. Exactly. And you know what's funny that you said that, cousin? Because Jason Martin, Problem, who was also at the pop out, I'm guessing he's responding to this video because he took to his Twitter and basically had similar sentiments. Let me see if I can find that tweet. What did he say? Hold on. So this is what Jason Martin had to say, who used to go by Problem. Nobody knows what's going on behind the curtains of the West, but the guys behind the curtain. The only people that know what the fuck we got brewing is us. And stop rushing us just because somebody that ain't from here is telling y'all to slow down turbos. We got this. So this was a direct response to Big Worm or whatever his name is. A direct response. He also said, respect the process, respect artistic freedom, respect the fact that niggas ain't just rushing shit just to prove something to a bunch of motherfuckers that don't really fuck with us anyway. All facts. Nothing but facts. Everybody got opinions that don't know what's going on. And then he said, I get it. Y'all are excited. Shit, I am too. But there is no point of getting the ball back just to fumble it. Stay focused. We got this. So everybody apparently is annoyed by that dude in his comment all day. All day. He's been sitting up watching academics and then coming back and regurgitating it. Bro, you clearly from LA because you're in LA during that stream and you got a LA hat on. Do better, my boy. Do better. I think they just love music. That's why music leaking, I'm sure. Yeah, but they should not be doing that, especially not to their own artists. Right. He's a dweeb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I've downloaded I'm Better like a million times and the song with Victoria Monet. I still don't get why he tried to give that song away to Rihanna. Rihanna ain't make music in like a decade. Exactly. Jake terrible. 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 Young, dumb, ill-informed, don't know what he's talking about. All of the above. Exactly. He's not hurting for anything. He don't have to put himself out there and do a feature with every single person. No. Exactly. Exactly. His best friend is literally on the production team. Like, you think he's just bringing these people and not putting them in positions, not paying them? Like, it's just like, all right, I put you on this stage, bye, never talking to you ever again. That's not how it works. A lot of them people are really his friends, his family. He considers them his family. You're just an outsider wanting him to move how you want him to move and on your time. Kendrick Lamar does not move like that. If one thing you know about him is he's gonna do what the fuck he wants, when the fuck he wants, and how the fuck he wants. It's never enough. It's never enough. And I'm starting to feel like I seen somebody say this the other day when they were talking about, oh, the features and stuff. And they were like, okay, but he's featured with this person. They're like, well, not that person. At this point, you just want him to feature with your cousin because you're never going to be satisfied. It sounds like you want him to give your cousin a feature, your auntie a feature. That's what it sounds like at this point. That's what it sounds like. No research. No research at all. He's using Drake like a riding trends. That's why Drake can't get a hit because he's worn out. You've done it all. People have heard it before. They don't want to keep hearing that same bullshit. You're not coming up with no new concepts. But yeah, so that guy is rushing Kendrick, and apparently the West Coast is on a time crunch that they need to hurry up and get to it, or people are not satisfied. Whatever the fuck that means. um, but Latto, have y'all listened to Latto's new album? She's back in the headlines, making a little bit of noise, I guess, from her new album. A lot of people are saying that it's really, really good. I haven't. I heard one song over this past weekend at a barbecue, and it just, to be honest, it sounds like her normal song. I wasn't excited for it or anything like that, but it just sounds like one of her normal songs. But a lot of people say it's really good. It's projected, I think, to land inside of the top 20. She only sold 27,000 units, um, which isn't a lot, but in today that is a lot, or it's decent. I remember back in the day, if you sold 27K, you was getting put on the fucking shelf. You would never be seen again or heard from again. But that's what they moving these days, which is so crazy. Um, but back in March, there was this blind item from March 18th, 2024. Excuse me. And it says the lottery sounding rapper needed some help with her music after her last failure. They so shady. The former wheelchair actor stepped up and in return got the barely old enough to drink sister of the rapper. So that was a blind item from March, right? And y'all remember Drake just dropped those 100 gigs, randomly dropped them. And who was one of the features? Latto was one of the features. And it's kind of making sense from this blind item that was revealed that Drake actually had some help in her new album. She's 22 years old. She was 21, I think, when she first started messing with Drake. She just turned 22 in July. I think her name is Brooklyn. That's good. Right. Cousin, if you got the link, put it in the chat. Yeah. Right. Just make sure you have your little sister from. But so yeah, so like they were saying in the blind item that Drake was helping out Latto with her new music. Hey cousin, yeah, because you be missing in action. But yeah, so they were saying that Drake had helped Latto out a bunch and with her new album. And a lot of people, if you like look up some tweets, like if you search their name or whatever together, it says a lot of people think like Latto is rapping in Drake's cadence and stuff like that. Um, and that the offering for his assistance was the little sister. This was them, I think, back in February, when she was 21. They were at some type of restaurant. This is her, this is Drake, and they were spotted together having dinner. I don't get it what a 37-year-old one would do with a 21-year-old. Um, hey, what's going on? What's up? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, make sure y'all vote. But you had met him around her last time, I believe that put her around. Yeah, very weird. Very weird. But yeah, so Drake and Brooklyn, they were spotted having dinner earlier this year. I think that was around February or March. They were spotted together. Brooklyn, like I said, she's 22 years old. She turned 22 in July. And she used to be dating John Morant, who's 25 years old. And then we have Drake, who's 37-year-old, who if y'all listen to Push Ups, he dissed John Morant in Push Ups. He dissed him in Push Ups behind this 21, 22-year-old girl. I don't get it. Like, how are you beefing with this little girl, with this little boy for this girl? Nigga, shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. If you know John Morant, he's known for doing the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga. I ain't even tripping. Like, what? Like, you're 37 years old, Drake, and you got smoke with a 24, 25-year-old over a 21, 22-year-old little girl. Granted, she's a young adult, but she's a child in comparison to you. Like, what are we doing? You dissing a 25-year-old, 24, 25-year-old over a 21, 22-year-old. I don't get it. And then Ja responded. He retweeted or he commented on Metro Boomin's comment, once you pick a side, stay there. And then Ja Morant commented on it, stay on that side. Just a hot mess. Just a hot mess. And then, like the cousins in the comments pointed out, that's what Kendrick was referring to, and not like us. When he said to any bitch that talks to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. Everybody assumed that that's who he was referring to, Latto and her little sister. But yeah, so like we said, Latto, that blind item basically said Latto gave up her little sister to get features from Drake. And a lot of people feel like his cadence is all over her new album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, I think it's called. That just came out last week. and she was a part of the features that were leaked in that 100 gigs. But now I think Lucien pulled out his belt and copyrighted all the music and made Drake put them on streaming platforms. Lucien basically told him, nigga, I'm the boss. You ain't leaking shit. You got a $400 million loan that you need to pay back. Put this shit on streaming platforms and stop fucking playing. So now the song is on streaming platforms, and in Latto's new album, there's a song called Georgia Peach where she mentions Ja Morant. And people think Drake wrote it because of how it sounds. But she's basically dissing Ja Morant. And that would low key be odd as fuck if Drake is using Latto through her music to diss her sister's ex. Like, what are we doing?
Pretending I'm getting along with these bitches is hard cause I'm not an actress. NBA niggas go Iverson over my sister, they skipping they practice.
What?
Actress. NBA niggas go Iverson over my sister, they skipping they practice. Niggas get nervous when we sit in courtside instead of shooting nitty past it.
That low key sounds like something Drake would say. I can't even lie. And then Drake posted Ja Morant on his Finsta page with the gun. First of all, why are you posting somebody you dissed behind a 21, 22-year-old girl? And you posted him to your Finsta page. He posted this on June 28th, which is weeks after you dissed him on push-ups. Like, you just old and messy. You old and messy. You so old and messy, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous at this point, Drake. It's so ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. Very coded. Very coded. Now you using this girl to take shots at Ja Morant. You can tell that too because it's a few songs that she got, and it's 21's cadence, and it all makes perfect sense. It all makes perfect sense. Drake and 21 are like this. Latto, you mess with 21, you keep denying it or pretending like someone cares that you messing with this married man. We all know you messing with this married man. You got his name tatted in the back of your ear. So why do you keep denying it or acting like, oh, it's a big secret? We know you fucking on this married man. Drake and 21 are like this. Latto and her sister, they be on double dates. It's obvious. You gave your little sister to this grown ass man for features and to get hits for your new album that still only sold 27K. So you gave up your little sister for no reason. And then he's using you to take shots at people through the writing. Like, you don't even realize what's going on, or you just don't care. Or you just don't care at this point. Because your little sister is fucking on one of the top rappers. Like, come on, what are y'all doing? You hoeing your little sister out. Allegedly. I didn't even... I'm telling you. That little girl into some shit. Drake ain't just taking that little girl to dinners for no reason. Something. It's ridiculous. And since we're on Drake, we might as well just stay on his weirdo ass at this point. Hold on, no, I'm gonna stop sharing that. So y'all know he was just in the headlines with that snow girl. We did a video on it. I think it was our last live where we talked about it, where he's been investing into some random girl who's on what is it, Kick or Twit? I think it was Kick. She has this platform where she goes on Monkey and on Megly apps and she meets random people and then she's like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty. You wanna um you wanna be friends? If you wanna be friends, let's show each other our boobs." And they're like, "Oh no." They're like, "No, um, I can't show you because are you streaming live?" And she's like, "No, I'm not streaming live," but she's actually streaming and then she ends up sharing the shit on her social media. Like it's just fucking weird. And Drake ended up investing in her platform, buying her all of this new material. Hold on. You said Twitter, right? Because I don't see anything in my Twitter. Or is it Instagram? What's your yeah. I don't see anything in my DM. I don't see anything in my DM. Who, Snow? That would not shock me if she did take it down. But people already got the screenshots and stuff where he sent her the all of the new computer equipment. He's in her Instagram comments like "I love you, Snowball," and all of this mess. Like Drake, why of all people is this who you want to invest? What the type of streamer you want to invest in? One that's linked to having young girls and young boys flash themselves, flash their body parts, and then she's reposting them to other streaming websites. Like that ain't odd. That's just very weird. That's just very weird that that's something you, Drake, of all people, would be investing in. Like you don't have anything else better to invest in? You don't have better things to do with your time, Drake? Like that's what is exciting you? I don't get it. But then there's people, his Ovi hoes. They're like, "Oh, that's fake. It's not real." There used to be there's a YouTube page that had Omegle and it would do like fake Drake pranks. So they're saying that's what that is, that they're fake Drake pranks. But those fake Drake pranks were in, I think, let me see if I can find a YouTube video actually so we can actually document this because Omegle. So there was this website that used to do fake Omegle pranks, right? Or however you say the name. So you see where it says Drake on Omegle prank, and this was posted 8 years ago, which was August 13th, 2016. And then there's was this one from 2015. So they're saying, okay, those were fake. Those weren't real. But then there's actually real young girls who were not a part of any type of pranks who tweeted when they actually met Drake on these websites. So I don't get the, oh, it's all fake, because it's not all fake. He was actually on those websites. Let me see if I can, how can I share it? So this is a young lady who posted in 2020 that she was on Omegle. It says, "Tell me a story about yourself that sounds like a lie, but it's absolutely true." This young lady said, "I talked to Drake on Omegle for an hour in the 9th grade." These are tweets. Now y'all could find this young lady's name, and you could search her Twitter account, and the tweet is still there. I screenshotted it just in case it got deleted because one of them did get deleted. Now, this young lady also says, "Bro, I remember when I was like 9 and my cousin and I were on Omegle. Drake came on and asked me to show my titties. I was 9 years old wearing a 34B. I got so shook, an artist I actually listened to was talking. And then someone reposted it, says, no way. This was in 2020. And then she says, the Drake we know from before too." So this isn't the first time that this young girl has interacted with Drake on the website, because she said the Drake we knew from before too. And this is the same girl from before. She says she has the pictures, the picture of the screen of my old computer hard drives, but she tweeted this in 2020. I don't think she ever reposted it. "I don't know. My friends and I were just like, ha ha ha, what are you doing on Omegle?" He was like, "I'm always on here when I'm bored. We talked about music and Halloween costumes." So these videos, those prank videos, if y'all want to go back and look at them, half of them he's not saying anything in them because they're videos from other conversations. So he's not saying anything in them. But she's clearly having a whole conversation with Drake. So those weren't pranks. She was talking to him about music, about Halloween costumes. And then this is the girl from before. So the OV hoes had ended up finding this tweet. You see where it has 18 quotes, but they ended up finding this tweet. So she ended up deleting it. Bro, and then this was the original tweet that she said before. "Bro, I remember when I was 9 and my cousins I was on Omegle. Drake came on asking me to show my titties. I was 9 years old wearing a 34B. I got so shook, an artist I actually listened to was talking to me like this." And then the people in the quotes were like, "Oh, you're lying. You weren't wearing a 34B at 9 years old." How do you know? Like, why is that the response? How do you know? How do you know? And then this is the full conversation. "Honestly, I barely remember how it went down. I was so shook that he was there and asking to see my titties. Like, what?" It kind of made me dislike him. I don't know. Some girl responded, "That's so insane. I would be scared too, especially if you were young. That's crazy. I was always that little cousin or sibling that they dared to do everything, but that was beyond me. Asking me where I'm from and shit, but left because I wasn't about it." So I guess he skipped her, because on those apps you can skip after a certain amount of time. I guess if you don't get the conversation that you want or you weren't looking to talk to that person. So I'm guessing he skipped her. And then this is another young lady. So this is the third young lady of the third tweet I was able to find. And this one was in 2013. The other ones were in 2020. This one was in 2013. "I remember when me and Kelsey saw Drake on Omegle. When I was 12, and this is her reminiscing this year in January, February, March, April 9th of 2024. And she's reminiscing on when she was 12 years old. When I was 12, me and Kelsey and Abby were on Omegle with Drake." And then this girl responded, "I remember you telling this story. We screamed and Aunt Nath came yelling at us. LMAO." So these are three different young ladies who had interactions with Drake on Omegle. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that name right, but they had conversations with him at that age. Like, what are we talking about, bro? There's no reason why this man should be on these websites. You're Drake. You're one of the biggest artists in the world, and in your downtime, you like to go on Omegle and interact with kids. Okay, let me check it out. Let me see. I don't know why I didn't get this from you, because we've interacted before. I got that spam on. Let me see if I can share this page. Hold on. Shout out to Showface. I see you down there at the bottom. I see you down at the bottom doing the Lord's work.
Right? Y'all hit the like, share the video. I thought I was lying. I really hear them, but I like the braids though. The blonde.
Mad fucking creepy, bro. I like the braids though, the blonde. And why is he always doing that with his lips?
Right? Y'all hit the like, share the video. I thought I was lying. I really hear them, but I like the braids though. The blonde.
Nah, bro, you really look like Drake. A lot of people say he looks like Drake. He doesn't even really look like him.
Wallahi, a lot of people say I look like Drake. A lot of people say I look like Drake. Wallahi.
So you on this platform pretending you're not Drake? It's always been juice. It's always like it says, I think the age I think the age is 12 to 19 or something like that. I know it starts at 12. You know what? Let me look it up and see. Hold on, y'all, because I'm gonna share it with y'all. Can I share this tab? So it says, like most social media site, Omegle has a minimum age rating of 13 years with parental permission. Without parental permission, users must be 18 years old. So there's 13-year-olds on there. 13-year-olds on there. And you have Drake, one of the biggest artists in the world, on there complimenting little girls about their the blonde hair, their braids with the blonde streak in it, and he's doing the duck lips and he's pretending, playing a game. Like, yeah, I look like Drake. I ain't Drake. I just look like Drake. Weirdo.
Right? Y'all hit the
Shout out to my guy Showface.
like, share the video. I thought I was lying. I really hear them, but I like the braids though. The blonde.
Nah, bro, you really look like Drake. A lot of people say he looks like Drake. He doesn't even really look like him.
Why are y'all playing that type of game? Like, why are y'all trying to play that type of game? A lot of people say he looks like Drake. So you've been interacting with a lot of people, Snow and Drake, where they've all come on there and say, "Hey, is that Drake? He looks like Drake." So imagine how many other conversations you've had with other young girls like these two, just smiling, young, dumb, confused, don't know what they're doing, just chilling, trying to have fun. They don't really know what's going on. They're just bored at home chilling on probably like on a Friday night. They can't go outside because they're too young, Drake. So they're chilling on Omegle and interacting with people across the world. And here you come, one of the biggest stars in the freaking world, with this weirdo bitch who gets young girls to expose themselves and show their boobs. And you're in the middle and you're investing in her, buying her all this startup equipment, gifting her subs for more people to tune in and subscribe to her channel where she exposes little girls and little boys for fun. This is what you are investing your millions and billions of dollars in, Drake? As one of the biggest artists in the world? This is what you're doing in your free time? Talking to little girls and telling them you like their hair, you like their braids? Bitch, you're weird. You're weird.
Wallahi, a lot of people say I look like Drake. A lot of people say I look.
And then you're playing a game with them. A lot of people say I look like Drake. With your lips ducked and perked up.
Like Drake, wallahi.
Wallahi? No, that's Drake. No, bro, no.
No, I think it's because you have your headphones on. Maybe that's why I can't hear it. Or is that I don't know how technology works.
Brody said Walani.
That's straight. I'm not playing, bro. Do you think it's my headphones?
I don't know.
Do you think I have to take them off? That's straight.
I can't hear them. I can't hear them.
What the hell is this?
So weird, bro. So fucking weird. Is this the other one you sent me, cousin?
Stare at people.
No, that has to be Drake. Be
You know,
honest.
I'm just a circus act for you. I'm just here to like stare at people.
Right? No, that's
A circus act for you. Hey, yo, what?
What did he say?
Drake. Be
You know,
honest.
I'm just a circus act for you. I'm just here to like stare at people.
Did he just say I'm a circus act? That damn Kendrick. That damn Kendrick. Hey, bro. Keep the fucking family away, man. Exactly. Soften his voice. This is so gross, man. Shout out to cousin for tweeting me this so we can watch it.
Right? No, that's
A circus act for you. Hey, yo, what? I don't like this. I don't like this, bro. Salute to Bell B. Taxes like listen, gang. Flirtatious. What's this?
no, that has to be Drake.
Hold on. Is this the same one?
Really hear them, but I like the braids though.
He's blowing me. Is it in my? Hold on, because I might need to. Oh, I think it's this one.
Thank you. I'm beautiful, right?
No, is that actually Drake?
No, he looks like him. A lot of people say that. Does he really look like Drake?
Hell the fuck yeah! No, I thought you was a girl. She's somebody from TikTok that I saw. No, but you are pretty. You are.
I can't really hear them, but I like the braids though. The blonde.
What is it? The braids?
Nah, bro, you really look like Drake. Like he really looks.
A lot of people say he looks like Drake.
What was that he just did with his tongue, though?
He really looks.
Am I tripping? Did he just flick his tongue? Did he just flick his tongue, cousins?
Nah, bro, you really look like Drake. He really looks.
A lot of people say he looks like Drake. He doesn't even really look like him.
Wallahi, a lot of people say I look like
Wallahi. Why did he keep saying that?
Drake. A lot of people say I look like Drake. Wallahi.
Wallahi.
No, that has to be
Like,
Drake. Be
you know,
honest.
I'm just a circus act for you. I'm just here to like just stare at people.
Right? No, that's.
Yeah, that's actually him. He can't see you though. I don't know why he can't see people. Why? Do you want to show some dick?
No, not really.
Why for that?
So he clearly can hear her. Because what did he say?
Why? Do you want to show some dick?
No, not really.
Why for that?
Did he say wow for that?
Were you asking me or?
Can't see people. Why? Do you want to show some dick?
No, not really.
Why for that? Were you asking me or another person?
So he can hear. So why is he saying he can't hear? You asking me or them? You clearly heard her.
Were you asking me or another person?
I can see the other people.
I was just asking. I didn't know what the play was. Why do you get so freaky on here, Snow? Like what? Why is that? Like why do you?
I literally tell people I'm.
So you know she's getting freaky on here, Drake, and you invested in that? Drake, you know this, you know what she's doing, you know she's getting freaky, and you invested in that? You sent her all of this equipment, you send her all of these subs, and you know she's on here getting freaky with these clearly underage people, and that's what you invested your thousands and millions of dollars into at your big fucking age. Okay. Okay. I think this is another one.
Yeah, that's actually him. He can't see you though. I don't know why he can't see people. Why? Do you want us to show some dick?
Hey!
And shout out to Showface.
Bro. No. Video got disgusting. What are you doing?
They're considered especially heinous. Unit.
I'm just saying.
Oh, not really.
Why for that? Were you asking me or another person?
Him. I can see the other people.
I didn't know what to play with. Why do you get so freaky on here, Snow? Like, what? Why is that? Like, why do you?
I literally tell people I'm a guy. It's just...
Why do you get so freaky on here, Snow? Like, you don't know. Yeah, Chimp, look.
Is this actually Drake?
Yeah, that's actually him. He can't see you though. I don't know why he can't see people. Why? Do you want us to show some dick?
Hey! Oh, no. Disgusted. Why are you acting?
Known as the Special Victims Unit.
So freaky on.
I'm a guy. It's just...
Why do you get so freaky on here, Snow?
I can't.
Like, you don't know.
This guy is weird. I'm sorry. I would never put myself in that predicament. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, why is this what you're doing in your free time, Drake? And I get it, you're invested in like stake in um another I think Keke as well. But there's other things you could be doing on that platform as far as streaming goes. You don't have to be at a 37 years old and a multi-millionaire chilling with a girl who's asking young adults, young kids to expose themselves. Like, what is going on? So ridiculous. And his fans will deny it, deny it, deny it, and deny it, and deny it, and deny it. And this is an example of how R. Kelly was able to get away with the stuff that he got away with for so long. Like, I'm sorry. It's crazy. He's doing everything that he wouldn't. He can't help himself. Shout out to Showface. You weren't reaching at all. Like, that's, I'm sorry, that's disturbing. And then you're like softening your voice, you're flickering your tongue, telling her, "Oh, I like your braids." What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Not that I know of. He just showed up that one time like he was on a Miss Him Around cover. Thank you. Yeah, very weird. And you can't say you don't know her because there's you on her Instagram saying you love her. She's been seen at your concerts in the VIP section. So you know her outside of the streaming platform. You've been around her in person. So you can't say you don't know this girl and that she's just random. Cause she isn't. She's not random. But like I said, these young girls, People were like, oh, it's just a prank. He don't be on these things or whatever. They're not real. No, these young ladies right here said they've interacted with him on these websites. This young lady, the Ovi hoes, found the tweet and started harassing her. So she had to delete the tweet. But once it's posted, baby, it's there forever. It's there forever. So that's 3 different young ladies who tweeted about their time back in 2020. And I think, what was it, 2013? 2013. Different experiences with Drake. So odd. So odd, especially because she's clearly a young girl. You at 37 years old should not be complimenting a young girl on their hair, especially not in that setting. And then in the next scene, you're flickering your tongue and tooting your lips. It's so odd, man. I can't deal with it. I really can't. He was on there. I don't know how new Omegle is, but just gross. And then apparently he's recently moved to Houston. Someone posted his driver's license. Like, why do we know so much about you, Drake? Like, there's no reason why I should know what your driver's license look like. There's no reason why I should know what your driver's license look like. And someone say he moved to Houston for the non-tax and because the legal age of consent is 17. To be honest, I think he posted it. I think he the one who posted it, because who would just have that? Like, that's a weird thing to have. Because who else would post it besides what? Maybe someone from the DMV? And that would just be stupid, because then you're just losing your job at that point. You want to risk losing your job? And then Sauce Walker, one of them, he called Drake out for running to Houston and not putting anybody on.
What I was saying, it was not it's not make believe. It's simple. It's not fucking rocket science. It was simple shit. If you,
is that his name, Sauce Walker? Sauce Walker? I don't know.
You in this city and you saying like what you just said that it wouldn't be no
Drake without Houston.
It wouldn't be no Drake without Houston.
Yeah, I believe that there would be no Drake without Houston. I mean, I guess you could kind of say that, because what I recently learned is that it was Jazz Prince who put Drake on with Lil Wayne, who's from Houston. So I guess that's why Drake feels so titled to them and feels indebted to them, because they're the ones who put him in position with Lil Wayne.
Okay, so at the time, why did Drake not? It's still to this day. Why did Drake not have no bunch of records with Houston artists? You didn't doing that with Atlanta.
Who does he have features with from Houston? I mean, besides Beyonce, he has 2 songs with her. He don't got no songs with Meg. Does he have a song with Bun B?
If you love Atlanta, and he got it's 7, 8, 9, 15 artists that you got songs with in Atlanta. Because why?
Yeah.
Not only does it.
Yeah, I think Jazz Prince being from Houston gave him the connection, but he did a lot more musically with Atlanta artists. I can agree with that. It's also do one his Sauce Walker from Houston just in an interview. Yeah. Oh, we're posting that now. Right. And then they're saying Bun B is not even really from Houston. He's from the outskirts of Houston. Travis Scott as well. He's not really from Houston. He's from the outskirts of Houston. Right. And that's Port Arthur is like what, an hour away or maybe less. He's not at all either. He's not obligated.
Not only does you know that the city of Atlanta was going to look at you weird for not doing that, look at you and feel a certain type of way by you not making those songs and making those moments with that city.
Listen, nobody don't got to do nothing they don't want to do. At the end of the day, would it be nice? Cool. It would be nice, but he don't got to.
But you knew that it was also beneficial for you as an artist to make music with these songs because the leveling of stardom and momentum, it feeds each other versus you.
Beyonce, Bumby, Travis Scott, he basically took Coco Brain sounds. Whose sound has he taken at this point? He's like, let him. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think Sauce Walker want a feature from Drake. He low key been on Drake head for a while. He made a video a while ago, like a couple years ago, I think maybe calling out Drake. So he been on his head for a minute.
Feel that I'm just the A-side artist that's lifting up this musician. But as far as the city of Houston, you looking at it for the market share. All of these country ass people in Houston, they got all of this land, all these clubs, all these women.
But again, that colonizer, he don't got to. Would it be nice? Would it be cool? Cool, but he don't got to. Well, maybe he might need y'all now since he just moved down there. So I don't know. He might call you up, Sauce Walker. He might call your cousin up. He might call your auntie up to get that feature.
I mean, all these people in these big ass arenas and events that's going on, but they don't have a large community and representatives of people that are knowledgeable about the music industry that have.
Listen, Sauce Walker, I fuck with you and I get what you're saying, but that man not obligated. He not obligated to do anything. And I say that as one of his biggest haters. I thought Sauce was Andre Squash this a while ago. To be honest, I don't even know. But he's talking about it today. He calling them out today. No, I don't think so. I think all of the big artists that we know of, they're fine. They're doing good. Maybe the small artists, but Drake not gonna pay you attention unless he feel like it's something he could steal. So, do you really want the feature from him? Do you really want that feature? I don't think you really want that feature. At this point, it's our own fault for not investigating our people. We rather work with the outside than the other. Mm-hmm. 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 Not enough gatekeeping going on. Yeah, he need it because he can't get a hit to save his motherfucking life right now. He can't get a hit. He crying for a hit. At this point, nothing is working. So now he done ran to Latto and he got her dissing. on his behalf. Mm-mm. No, it ain't helping nobody. It's not helping him. I think those Gigabyte songs ended up debuting at like number 56 or something like that. And up. I don't think the Latto song even charted. So I don't know. Maybe it was because like it was only like 2-3 days from the entry window. But then again, can we really say that because Kendrick didn't put his songs on streaming platforms until 2-3 days later? Not like Euphoria could have went number 1, but it ended up going number 3 because he didn't put it on streaming until 2-3 days later. So 56 is crazy for Drake and his alleged stimulus package. His stimulus that not even working on him. So I don't know. He might need to go back to the drawing board. He's scared though to drop by himself. He's scared though. He's terrified to drop by himself. But cousins, I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate y'all coming through and chilling with me after being MIA for a little while. But I'm starting to think I might be just going live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday. And then of course, if like something crazy happens, then I'll come on here. But that might be my window. But yeah, appreciate y'all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see y'all later.